Hello and welcome to WePC. My name is Jay and today we're going to be taking a look at the Corsair K70 TKL. Corsair has been refreshing a lot of their products lately, and as I am a huge fan of TKL boards, this particular product has been something I've been looking forward to. I'm going to bring you a full review, so let's dive deeper into this board and waste no further time, and as always we are going to start with the design. Now straight away you will notice that this board resembles the older 100% K70 models with the obvious removal of the number pad, but do people even use the number pad anymore? I don't remember the last time I used it, and I'm actually not sure I know how to use it, so let me know in the comments down below. Do you still use the number pads, or are you a fan of TKLs? TKLs are superb if you do have a smaller setup at home, or you just want a more sleek minimalist setup. And normally with a TKL you do sacrifice additional features such as dedicated media keys, but as you will soon come to find, this board has not done that, but we'll touch on that a bit later. This board is 360mm in length, which is roughly 80mm less than the 100% model, and 164mm in width, which is 40mm less than the 100%. The board features a floating keycap design, as well as that signature brushed aluminium plate beneath the keys. And this allows the keys to not feel just solid, but the sunken aluminium layers that are underneath adds a whole bunch of quality to the overall design. There is a Corsair logo that sits at the top just here at the center of the board within a glossy frame. Now, this does look lovely, but don't go touching it because my god, this thing is an absolute fingerprint magnet. There is zero flex with the K70, and the board's all black aesthetic is something that I really like. I'm not a fan of the over-the-top designs with keyboards these days, and with that all black design it does allow the RGB to really come to life in a darkened room. The keycaps are Corsair's precision molded PBT double shot keycaps with a standard bottom row that will prolong the life of this board, so nice one for that, Corsair, we appreciate you. The switches on this board are Cherry MX Red and produce a really satisfying sound when you are typing. Cherry MX Red is nothing new, but they are highly reliable and responsive when it comes to gaming specifically. And in comparison to other mechanical keys, these are quite quiet with a slight chatter as the key press bottoms out. Now I'll do a quick sound test for you now so you can see what they're all about. One downside of this board is the lack of cable management. There is almost nothing going on underneath this board, apart from two extremely sturdy rubber feet surrounded by 4 additional rubber pads, which will allow for practically no movement in the board when you are using it. This is a premium board, so as you would expect, it does come with a whole bunch of Corsair classic features, such as perky RGB lighting, a tournament switch, Cherry MX mechanical switches, it is IQ compatible of course, 8MB of onboard storage, and a whole host of other features. Now you can get away with not using the IQ software altogether if it's not something that you like. You can, with this board like many other boards, use the function keys and the numbers at the top to cycle through a whole bunch of the RGB effects. So if you didn't want to use the IQ software, that is a possibility. So there you go. Now, as previously mentioned, media keys are not something that we usually see on a TKL board, but as you can see, Corsair have treated us to a whole host of them. The dedicated keys fit on the board rather naturally due to its larger than normal width and are very convenient, eliminating the need to use the function keys to operate the onboard controls. The main playback keys are located at the top left, with the remainder being over here to the right. And as always, the volume roller and scroll bar is positioned absolutely perfectly and is very satisfying to use, as was the case with the previous K70. Now the K70 is part of the Corsair Champion series, which means they have been tried and tested for esports professionals. Now firstly, the board does come with a detachable USB Type-C cable. Oh my god, thank you Corsair. People should be doing this more. This is something that we are starting to see more commonly lately, and I am definitely here for it. And it makes traveling with a keyboard like this so much easier, especially if you are an esports player and you're traveling to tournament. Also next to that USB port is a tournament switch. The switch allows you to switch between RGB modes, as well as quickly disabling accidental macro activations. Although it doesn't get rid of the Windows key, which is a bit strange to me. You'd think that would be up there, but something to consider. It's worth noting that this board comes with Corsair Axion, whatever it's called, hyper processing, which is an extremely overcomplicated way It's basically saying that your inputs to your PC will transmit up to 8 times faster than a conventional keyboard. This essentially means that even though you're unlikely to see or notice the difference, it allows your PC to detect key presses 4 times faster than a regular keyboard, which in a marketing standpoint is just Corsair's way at saying, haha, our keyboard is better and faster than yours. This is easily one of the best boards to come from Corsair, and I'm such a huge fan. If you are looking for a TKL board, then I can't recommend this one more. So yeah, I am a massive fan of this board, and when we do compare it to the previous K70, the differences are night and day. This was a great board when it came out, it really was, but I'm just not a fan of the chunky aesthetic and I mean, like I said, I don't use the number pad. I don't think I've ever used the number pad in my entire life. This is such a great revised version of this keyboard, and I'm so thankful that they have made this. I'm hoping that I can steal this and put it on my desk, so definitely stay tuned to see if this appears on my desk by the end of the week. Likelihood is that it's not, but I can't recommend this board more, and it is such a great upgrade from the previous K70s. So definitely head to the description down below to check out our full written review by Sean, as well as a link to this board. And for all things WePC, don't forget to give us a like, subscribe if you're new to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. If you click over there, that'll take you to another one of our videos. Just hit the trusty rectangle over there. Go on, you've got some spare time in your day. Click the rectangle. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.